Hello everyone. Yesterday, USCIS announced that they've completed the registration selection process for fiscal year 2021. So as part of that, who have been selected in that are starting to see the status change to selected, and also you can download the selection notice of the registration, right? So in this article, we look at how it looks and what each of them mean, right? So here is a sample of somebody who was selected in H1B registration process. So as you can see, this is a I-797C form, notice of action. That's what it's called. This is a standard I-79C. You get similar ones, for notifying lots of other similar things for H4 visa or all other visa types, right? So if you look at it, there is a beneficiary confirmation number. It's a pretty long number, that your employer would have shared. It's like 15 digits or so. So this is something that is tracked for internal, and you cannot really use it. And you see the case type is H1BR. It's nothing but H1B registration. That's what the case type is categorized as. And receives date is the date when your employer actually has submitted the H1B registration in the system. So that's that date. And the prior date is not applicable. The prospective petitioner is the company that is actually applying on your behalf. So this is the company that will actually apply for your H1B petition complete with the complete package. And notice date is when this was generated. As you can see, it was 3/27, which is yesterday. That's when the notice was actually printed out, and USCIS announced the result for them. And this is basically the number of pages in the in the notice of action, right? So this is page 1 of 2, and beneficiary is the actual person who was selected in the registration lottery. So in this box you will see the company name. Of course, we have hidden for privacy reasons, and also you can see the notice type as registration selection. So this is the top part of the I-79C registration selection notice. If you go down slightly further down on the same sheet, it clearly tells a lot of details, right? So it says your company, the company that actually sponsored the registration or that will plan to sponsor, with the employment identification number on behalf of a person whose date of birth is. It tells that they've been selected towards the registration H1B FY 2021, and this is where it tells you it is selected. And also they have given a confirmation number for that, which is that long number that I said, right? We have 15 digits, which you can't use to check anyway. It's only for internal tracking. And then they also tell you when you should file. So this says 4/1 to 6/30, which is basically 90 days from April 1st. That's when you need to file this. You are basically getting 90 days. And you have to file it at Vermont Service Center. So this is a service center where you need to file it. In the past, people were filing based on where the company was located. But now with this process, they're actually clearly giving where you need to send it. So if you send it to other places, then they may not entertain that, right? And also they say that you need to include a copy of this with the notice. I mean, with the petition. And also they say that this is only valid for this fiscal year for this particular person, right? So you can see the company name, doing business as, the employee identification number, beneficiary, date of birth, and passport number. And also they clearly tell your company may not substitute the beneficiary named in the registration or transfer the registration to another petitioner. So this is where many people were asking, hey, can I use this? Can I transfer it? So there is no concept of transfer here because the petition is not approved yet. So you cannot really transfer registration. And also, it can tell us if you file H1B subject petition for a different beneficiary, then the one identified in the selected registration notice submitted to the petition. Yeah. I mean, if you submit with somebody else, it's going to be denied and rejected, right? And also they tell that you need to file properly, otherwise they'll deny it. Of course, these are all standard instructions, where you can go and touch. So this is still on page 1. And towards the end of the page, there is a barcode that is used for tracking. You can scan that. And of course, you can see that, is a notice date, right? When it says. So in page 2 of that, you basically have a standard, a boilerplate text for information for people with disabilities. If you want to need an assistance, you can actually, use this text. So, and also it also has a barcode down it, right? So overall, the H1B registration selection notice is no different from a typical I-79C notice of action. You have all the standard details, what were submitted, and some of the key things that came out are when you should file, where you should file, and what you should do. Again, that was a short video. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe for continuous updates. Definitely, we'll keep you posted on what's happening.